Hello everyone, Venris here, and today we'll be talking about the balance changes for the greenskins for the upcoming Omens of Destruction SFO update. But before we start, as usual with the DLCs, we are having a giveaway of a handmade postcard, and for the greenskins we have a Gobat. So as you can see, nicely painted, hand painted postcard can go to you if you are an SFO mod team patron. So let's move to the units changes. Beginning with the easiest change, being honest, it's the Mangler Squigs unit that I really like, and that is not getting a lot of changes in SFO. The only change that they are really getting is that they are better against structures, so their damage against buildings was doubled. Normally the multiplier is 1, the multiplier is 2, so they are a bit easier to break those gates and buildings during the sieges. Also, they receive the Call Sphere attribute because all squigs in SFO has it. As we move to the left, we have the Black Orcs with Shield. This is quite interesting unit because this unit was added, one of the first units that was ever added to the mod was Black Orcs with Shield. So back in the days, almost 8 years ago, this unit was added to SFO. That's why this unit is exactly the same as it was before. So SFO unit was just transferred to the vanilla one. The change that we did here is that immovable bulwark, the active stance ability that they had, was removed from the base of a unit and custom battles. Why? Because we really did not like it, but don't worry, the ability is getting back in a new form, but only on Gobat's plan thing in a campaign. Let's talk about a Goblin board thrower then. Also a unit that was already in SFO in Warhammer 2, we never incorporated in Warhammer 3 because we were thinking that it's a bit of a bloat, so it just never came back. So, what changes the unit gets here? Not that big changes. The basic unit, first of all, we increased the number of goblins that is with the unit, so from 56 to 80, so it's a bit more. The normal unit also is way faster and the rotation speed is faster, so for the unit it's easier to actually, change the target, move around. Its speed is 40 when it's 30 normally in vanilla. And the range was also increased a bit to 400. Shield break and contact was added, so it's similar to the Dwarven ball thrower. And in terms of the Regiment of the Renowned version, the only big change is that we have a lethal poison here, yeah? And the bonus versus large is 75, when in normal it's... Ruglud's Armored Orcs, a very cool unit, especially how it looks because it's a fully custom model. It got some small benefits and changes. First of all, their missile range is now bleed, is causing a bleed, so damage over time, a lower enemy healing modifiers. Also, a unit number was changed to 120 from 90 in vanilla. So a bit more because greenskins overall in a mod are way more numerous. Other stuff is that they have a bolstered armor, so they are buffing the armor and physical resistance of all units around, including themselves of course. And they also received the expert charge defense as their base attribute. But as we are speaking about the Ruglud's Armored Orcs, we have now the new units in SFO that is called Ruglud's Orcs. So this is like a poor version of Ruglud's Armored Orcs, and the idea with the unit is that this is a campaign-only unit for Gorbas in their plan mechanic. I will be talking more about those in their campaign video. The changes here is that they still have the charge defense against larks, but they don't have a bleed, they have a bit worse accuracy, and also they don't have a bolstered armor on themselves. Colossal Squig unit, yet again a unit that was in SFO for quite some time. We didn't make a lot of changes to it. The bigger changes are is that it's good against structures right now, fast attack, so those SFO standards I would say. Their ability and other stuff were not changed at all. The bigger changes we have to the acid burpa thing, so its movement speed was increased, so normally it's 90. This crazy thing is 110, so it's very, very fast. It has a also the corrode armor contact effect on explosion, as it should at least. Yes, stomach 8. So it's a burp. The AoE of the thing was increased from 5 meters to 10 meters, so it's way stronger that way. And it also should have a corrode armor contact effect on its melee, but I don't know why it's not there, but trust me, it will be there. So as we are talking about the Colossal Squig and the fact that the unit was already in SFO, we decided to leave something a bit like was in a mod. So Squig Bursta, Big Bursta, is a new unit that was changed from the SFO Colossal Squig. This is a squad of 40 double size, like an actual size of the model Squigs that have all the features of the old Colossal Squig that SFO had. So they have the fungoid squid explosions to spawn a unit of squig heart when they are dying, and also they have the poof purposes, so a melee defense buff for all the units around when the unit is in melee. So this is like a bit of a support unit that is quite squishy, but when it dies it also gives more squigs, you know. And the unit is campaign only for Skarsnik SFO unit. Gobat, Gorbas, how many times I will butcher these names in this video is unpredictable, let's call it. So Gobat, it's Gobat, not Gorbas. No big changes to himself. His abilities, the boss as a plan. This is the one. Yes, its duration was increased from 20 to 30. Stats a bit increased, yeah. So, but the bigger changes are going to the Mangler the Mangler ability. So Mangler the Mangler ability is his item. Normally it was just giving stats, and that's it really. So we decided to make it like a stance. So this thing doesn't have a duration. When you activate it, then it gives the actual stats, as you can see: charge speed, increased charge bonus, more melee defense, but more melee damage, but the defense is getting down by a lot. You can deactivate it when you want. It just to have a 30-second cooldown, and to compensate that, the base stats of Gobat were increased a bit, so he is able to change from being a squishy but very damage dealing, or opposite of that. Snagla Grobspit, so a legendary hero. Overall, he was changed to SFO standards, and immunity flanking was added to him as a base to the guy, yeah? His poison effect was changed to the toxic venom, way higher damage toxin in SFO, that is very strong against single entity monsters, things like that, because the damage applies to 3 entities only, when the normal poison is applying to like 10 of them. What else do we have? His ability Fang Spike, total rework of this one. So no, this one, sorry. Fang Spike is not just giving the damage bonuses, things like that, is giving the damage reflection and a new contact effect that removes all the armor from enemy, but only for 5 seconds. So he needs to hit every 5 seconds, so actually he applies something, yeah? And the spider web, his ability got more uses. It had 2 uses, now it has 3 uses. Night Goblin Big Boss is a new generic hero, and he's a bit of a problem, being honest, because he's not doing anything else than the normal Big Boss. So we try to make some stuff in the custom game, but more differences will come for him in the campaign. He received the Vanguard deployment, as most goblins have, unspottable attribute, so he's very sneaky, and opportunities to murder ability. This is the ability, yeah, so it increases its armor piercing and melee attack when he's winning melee combat. But as I said, more changes to him is coming into the campaign. So those would be more or less the changes for the Greenskins. As I'm recording this video, we began the testing of a campaign, so the progress of the next SFO update is going quite smooth. Of course, everything that you see here and that I said is still subject to change. We're checking and waiting for your feedback. Nice. Because we will be changing a lot of things still as we do the update accordingly, yeah. So yeah, we have the only last video that is going to be for the Ogres about the battles, and then we are moving to the campaign changes. So I was Venris. Remember that you can always support SFO and get those nice postcards, and also if you like the video, you can like it, leave in the comment all the YouTube shenanigans. So I was Venris, and I bid you a very nice day. Bye!